Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all taking the time out of your day to be here with me to attend this week's manager's training session on team cohesion and its importance. A little about myself. My name is Brittany Labrie. I'm a grad student studying at National University and working towards earning my master's degree in performance psychology. I live in the Bay Area, about 30 minutes from San Francisco. When I'm not working or studying for classes, you can find me at the gym, some sort of body of water, or hanging out with my pups, Bella and Haley. They keep me on my toes and are great to have around during my endless hours of studying. Haley is the Chihuahua and Bella is the Yorkie. So as I mentioned briefly, I'm here to talk to you all today about the importance of team cohesion and ways to increase and improve it within your current team structure at work. You have all been recently promoted to people managers and have direct reports that you are responsible for managing. Some of you may have been people managers at a previous firm, and for others, this may be something totally new to you. Regardless of how long you've been a manager, the tools learned today will be helpful for the duration of your career, as well as set you up to be on the right track as a successful and effective people manager. Today we will discuss the following items as well as ways to implement them into your everyday business practices to increase team cohesion within your functional areas. Communication, establishing clear goals and boundaries, cultures, as well as the importance of fun. So, team cohesion. What does that even mean and why is it such a big deal? In a nutshell, team cohesion refers to a team's ability to work together as a unit and function as such. Within a cohesive team, the degree to which an individual group member contributes or wants to contribute promotes the group's ability to continue to function as an effective working unit. When there is team cohesion within a functional area, team members communicate more effectively, which leads to members on the team being more satisfied within their team, as well as there being an increase in productivity. When members of a functional area work cohesively, the result can be compared to that of an assembly line. Each person on their own contributes to one aspect of the project, daily task, or what have you. Collectively, when those members of the team produce their portion of the project they are responsible for, the end goal is the successful completion of said project. However, if someone were to not deliver or not complete their portion of the project, let's say forget to add the tires to a car, a pretty significant detail, I might add, the completion of the project is then delayed. This can also create an unhealthy environment to work in, members of the team becoming upset with those members that did not deliver, despite them having done what they needed to do to meet the deadline. So how does all of this apply to you and your role? If any of you are wondering how team cohesion and its importance applies to your role, let me tell you, it's a big deal. Our group today is made up of a collection of national and regional consultants. Collectively, your roles, together with the roles of your direct reports, are responsible for bringing in thousands, hundreds of thousands, and in some cases, millions of dollars to the firm. Their dedication and ability to make important decisions on the fly. You work with financial advisors to bring their clients, along with their investments, over to our platform. Without the execution of tasks by each of your direct reports, this would not be possible. Cultivating and enhancing team cohesion within your direct reports is crucial to the success of not only the business, but the growth of the client's portfolio. Communication may seem like a very simple concept and even obvious to most, especially in the business world, but it's important to understand why as well as what ways communication can take place. It's also important to understand that communication provides the very foundation necessary for building or enhancing team cohesion. As a regional consultant or national consultant, most of your time is spent communicating to outward-facing clients. You sometimes are required to be a smooth talker, in some cases, to help win over clients. In regards to building cohesion within your teams, it's important not only as a manager to have open lines of communication with your employees, but to also encourage them to keep those lines open amongst each other as well. Communicating the timing of deadlines, progress on said deadlines, etc., will assist in the prevention of missed details and the delay of anything important. Communication can happen verbally, but also non-verbally through one's body language. So while you may be thinking you are delivering important information in a nice, respectful manner, your body language can be saying something totally different. As we move forward today, you will notice the pattern of how communication plays a role in each and every aspect as it relates to enhanced team cohesion. So, what ways can you increase effective communication within your teams? Encourage your direct reports, yourself included, to be actively engaged and attentive listeners. This will help them to listen for important details or messages necessary for them to complete the task designated to them. As their managers, it's important for you to also learn to listen to your direct reports for what they are or may not be saying. Have them be able to give and take feedback. Develop the ability to both give and receiving constructive feedback is crucial. This will help your direct reports to grow into their role, but also help you continue to grow and mold yourself into the best manager it is you can be. It's important to also keep emotions in check. We all have those days where we feel like the weight of the world's on our shoulders. Taking a breath or two prior to responding to a coworker will ensure that emotions do not get in the way of getting your point across in a calm and respectful manner. And always remember to speak up. It's very important for members of your team to be able to speak up when they have a lot on their plate. Doing so will most certainly ensure nothing is missed and the bottom line is achieved, the success of the team as a whole, which in turn will bring success to the client. Establishing goals and boundaries. As a leader or manager of a group of individuals, it's up to you to establish clear goals and boundaries from the beginning, as they will look to you for guidance. Doing this early on will help to eliminate any confusion or frustration amongst members of the team, but also set the tone for the working relationship that is expected for the duration of their employment. Letting your direct reports know the office rules or etiquette, what they should or should not do while at work. Dissecting a project from start to finish, setting deadlines of when certain aspects of the project are required, and a due date for those requests. This will help to make sure that everything is clear and to the point. Nothing will be missed, and direct reports will fully understand what it is they are responsible for. Defining each of your direct reports' roles and how their role is important to the overall success of the team. A lot of confusion comes when people are unsure what exactly it is they're required to do as part of their job. When this is made clear to them from the beginning, this alleviates a lot of confusion and frustrations that direct reports may experience during their employment. And as a side note, knowing how each of their roles directly affects the entire group as a whole and ultimately the business can be a motivating factor to some employees as they are working through their assigned tasks. As their manager, it's also a good practice for yourself to discuss with your direct reports the goals and expectations they may have of you as their manager. This will make it clear from the get-go of what the direct reports require from you in order to be successful and what you require of them in order for yourself and the team to be successful. And of course, as I mentioned previously, none of these suggested methods could be feasible without the use of communication. Culture is also another important factor to the enhancement of team cohesion. You want to create an environment where there is a sense of trust, respect, as well as equal opportunity for those on your teams. Trust in any sort of relationship, working included, is absolutely necessary. Without trust, there can and may be complications, as well as uneasy feelings that can contribute to an unhealthy environment. When there is trust amongst employees that report to you, they can feel comfortable knowing their coworkers will be doing their part to contribute. They can trust that they will be reliable and deliver on items they have said that they would deliver on. And as their managers, you trusting in them to do the same, as well as them trusting you to deliver items necessary for them to complete their work, only strengthens that relationship. Respect seems like a concept that might be pretty obvious, but it's worth stating. Encouraging your direct reports, as well as reminding yourself to be respectful in every capacity they or you interact with one another, is very important. There can be times that are more stressful than others, other outside influence that can play a factor, most of which may not be obvious to the group, and keeping that in mind will do wonders. Making sure there is equal opportunity. Giving each person on your teams the same opportunities to participate in special projects and the tools necessary to promote growth will help to add to a healthy working environment and the culture within the team. This will also help to prevent members of the team feeling left out or feeling as though they are being mistreated. This, in turn, will continue to contribute to a healthy culture overall. With all three of these aspects addressed, by keeping the lines of communication open between each person on the team, you will have made a true effort in creating an environment where people enjoy coming into work each day. When people feel comfortable to do so, the overall environment is enjoyable for all of the members on the team. This will help to motivate each member to work together and promote a cohesive working unit. Don't forget to have fun. The last aspect I would like to emphasize is the importance of having fun. This is a very stressful business, and you and your direct reports work hard, and they should know their hard work is appreciated. Taking the time to set aside work and bond on a more personal and fun level will promote a much stronger working relationship. You can do this in a number of ways. It doesn't have to be extravagant. Hosting a quarterly happy hour or lunch to show your appreciation, having a yearly group outing, hosting an award ceremony for those in just the team. Something small to recognize the fact that you see the hard work they are all producing. Even if the recognition is simple or small, the fact that they were recognized at all will go a long way in the eyes of your direct reports. Today you've all learned the importance of team cohesion, as well as ways for you to enhance cohesion within your teams. With your roles being outward-facing to clients, the work your direct reports do to support you are a direct reflection of yourself, and in turn will determine the amount of money that will be made for the firm. Having a team that can work seamlessly and effortlessly together is necessary for the success of the team and ultimately the business. Always keep in mind the importance of communication, as you've all learned today that it is a constant theme in most all of the contributing factors involved in a cohesive team. I appreciate all of you and your time. I really hope you have walked away with some great tools you can implement into your working relationships. Thanks for attending.